Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between and beyond. My name is Taylor, and welcome to a little indie game called Par for the Dungeon. Honestly, one of the best games I've played this year, hands down. Now, for full disclosure, this was given to me as a free code via Keymailer by the developer and publisher Sleeping Giant Games. So thank you very much to Sleeping Giant Games, I really appreciate it. I will not let that affect my opinion of the game, though it's awesome. It's so much fun. So this cute little indie game is evidently around golf, par for the dungeon, par for the course, you get the idea. What I was not expecting was to start the game and then suddenly have to pick out the roundest boy. Oh, just such a good little doggo, and figure out, okay, what do I want mine to look like? So after fiddling with that for a little bit, your dog decides to play with you, a bit of catch, just a fun little game. I'm thinking, all right, where is this going? Please tell me I have a dog for a caddy this entire game. But no, some weird black blob thingies, I don't even know what they are, in robot, like wooden robot machine things, a la Leonardo da Vinci in Assassin's Creed 2, which made me hate it even more, went and stole my dog. So I did what I had to do. I killed every single one of them. I slaughtered their families. I murdered their children down to the last descendant of the last line. They will never, ever see the light of day. You don't touch my dog. I am the John Wick of golf balls. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. That's weird, and I'm okay with it. This game has turned me into a vicious, murdering, rolling machine, and I'm okay with that, because I had a lot of fun. So, the story's pretty simple, right? They stole your dog, you're trying to get your dog back. Now, the way you do that is through regular golf mechanics, sort of, because technically you're the golf ball and wearing a backpack, so you somehow roll in spite of that anyway. But also a series of puzzle mechanics with seemingly growing difficulties and intricacies. So at first you're just like, oh, I'm going to bounce off enemies, make it into the hole, because the hole does not open until all the enemies have been defeated, which is kind of interesting. But then they make it more complex. They give you arrows that you can shoot, meaning you can, roll into one enemy or two, fire an arrow with the third, and just go straight for the hole. Or if you're standing on the hole and you fire an arrow, it'll just drop you down the hole because then the cage is removed. So it was really interesting to see kind of where this game might go in terms of later levels. Now each hole, as they put it, or each kind of level in World 1, there were 9 levels in World 1, had 3 holes that you had to get through. So 3 little obstacle courses that kind of grew in difficulty, as they should do. A little later on, they introduced a bomb mechanic to not only blow up walls, but also to, take out multiple enemies at once, or get around obstacles, or to get really creative with. My brain started to hurt at this point because I am garbage at puzzle games. Like, I'm bad at video games. I'll be the first to admit that. I am flaming garbage at puzzle games. So, for me to have this much fun with this game was miraculous. And basically you're judged on how many shots you take to get through each hole for each level on the world. And then you can get gold crowns up to a platinum crown, which will help you unlock different costumes throughout the game. Now, I only got the platinum crown, I think, 1 level, and that was the first level. And then I just got a couple gold crowns. I really, really whiffed some of them. Ooh, it hurt looking at those scores. And I unlocked a few costumes. You'll see it on screen. There are, I believe, 28 in total at the time, which is actually way more than I was expecting. And there's a decent variety. I get it's just like a little bit of a face thing and then like a hat. But I don't know. I thought it was a really cute touch. I do wish I got more of my dogs, though I didn't go past World 1. And part of that is because it's a puzzle game, and I didn't want to give away too much of the puzzles, too much of, everything that the game actually has. All in all, I believe there were 4 worlds that I had seen available, or rather, locked behind, hey, progress to this other world first, and I would assume they each had the 9 levels and 3 holes per level, meaning that put them at 27 holes each, which would put it at a total of 108 holes, which honestly is pretty good. As part of the condition for me receiving this key, I am obligated to mention that it was released on Steam's Next Fest, although at the time of this recording and at the time of the video's release, Next Fest will have been finished for a few days now. And unfortunately, I did receive the key kind of at the tail end of Next Fest, I think on like the morning of the 16th for me, because, you know, Korean time zone is super different than most other countries. So that's fun. But I also had some other stuff I was dealing with in terms of work, other videos I wanted to get out. So I was a little later getting to this recording than I would have liked. And so Steam Next Fest is unfortunately now over, though it was, again, offered at that time. Now, that being said, it is currently going for $6.49 Canadian, or your regional equivalent, I would assume about $6 US. I cannot say this enough, I cannot stress this enough, buy this game. You will not regret buying this game. I was able to finish World 1 in about a half hour, and I pretty much almost immediately jumped to this audio recording because I just had so much fun with it and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to rant about it. I normally, like I said, try to give games 2 hours. Now, sometimes if I know a game's not for me, say with Sorceress, I won't. Or other times like this, I'm loving a game so much that I need to gush about it a little bit. And this game is super cute, super charming, fantastic price. I could easily get 4 hours trying to get all the crowns, all the costumes. And I will for sure be playing this when I have the time. I have so much on my plate. Oh, God. But no, this was honestly just such a fun little jaunt. And I love little indie games like this that try something not even new, but they put a twist on old mechanics. They put, you know, just a fresh coat of paint and a new spin on older ideas. And this was just so much fun. And I really hope in the later worlds the dog does get involved, because you rescue your doggo at the end of World 1. And I was like, okay, maybe this is, you know, all that there is. You rescue your dog, you play through you replay the levels on World 1 to try to get the rest of the stars, or crowns rather, and, you know, you kind of go from there. You know, much to my surprise, hey, there's 4 worlds at least. And there's so much to this game for it being such a brand new, small indie game. And I really loved it. Now, unfortunately, because I played so little and because the mechanics are relatively simple, it is going to be a shorter video. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I would love for you to check out this game, Sleeping Giant Games. I will absolutely be keeping an eye on what they do next, because if this is the level of quality that they're putting out, I'm here for it. I am absolutely 100% down for it. I love me a good, small indie game every once in a while, and this has absolutely ticked that box. It's super cute. You get a dog, which means automatically Game of the Year. And it's just, oh, I love it because it's so simple and it's going to make my brain hurt and I'm going to suck at the game. I'm going to get really mad at myself for being dumb. But it's just, I don't know, it's the perfect way to enjoy a relaxing Saturday afternoon. Like, that's how I would think about this game. I would, you know, come back from a walk, just want to sit down on my computer for a couple hours. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play Par for the Dungeon. I'm going to go kill some weird wooden robot things because they stole my dog. And I'm just gonna, you know, shut up. I can't even shut off my brain for an hour because I gotta do the puzzles and I suck at the puzzles. But I don't know, it's super relaxing in spite of the internal stress that it causes me when I encounter a puzzle game. I love this game. It is, I think this is my number 2 favorite golf game. The first one having to be Golf with Your Friends, just because of how much time I've spent with John and Chris, you know, my boys, playing that. But this is almost tied for first place in terms of my favorite golf game. And that's kind of saying something. There's a surprising number of golf games in existence today, which is weird when you think about it. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. Fantastic game. Link for that will be in the description down below. Once again, thank you to Keymailer and Sleeping Giant Games. I really appreciate you guys giving me this key. This game was so much fun. I can't wait to check it out more. And if you guys want to see more indie reviews, more AAA reviews, more stuff like that, please, by all means, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, because it helps me grow the channel. And the more I grow the channel, the more games that I can actually get codes for, because a lot of developers will look at my channel size and go, oh, he's too small, I don't want to deal with him. There are certain sites that I can't even apply to because I don't meet their subscriber count yet. And I am not willing to bot or do anything dishonest to my account to get those opportunities. I want to grow naturally and hopefully earn those opportunities on my own one day. Well, with your help, of course. So please, by all means, if you have not already, subscribe, share the video if you know someone who would be interested in this game. I think it's fantastic. They absolutely deserve all the money. Just go buy this game like 4 times and give it to your friends. Like, here, we can't even play this together, but go enjoy it. Yeah, honestly, fantastic game. Really appreciate them letting me cover it. Really appreciate the opportunity to play it and to bring it to you guys. So with all that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.